Can you believe it? Welcome, Wargamers, to another video here from Copenhagen, Middle-earth Battle Gamers. I'm Chris.
And I'm Rob.
And we are here in my new apartment. Moved from Copenhagen to a neighboring city called Frederiksberg. And we're here in my new living room. And we thought, since moving, I had to pack up all my models. We could do an unboxing. So we have all my unboxed minis in this case here, and we thought we could do a GBHL-inspired unboxing of the box. So there's a lot of different goodies in here. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to go through it all. Scary, because then I'll also realize how much money I've spent on minis that are yet to be painted up. But I think it's going to be good fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what you actually have, because obviously I've seen a large quantity of your collection, but every time I visit you, there's always something new.
Always something new. It's a disease.
It is. And one you don't want to cure.
Yeah, exactly. So this is gonna probably take an hour and a half, I think, to go through everything. There's some big boxes, a lot of blisters, yeah, some models that are still in the packaging, but the seal, the wrapping seal, has been taken off. So we'll go through it all, and we'll discuss the sculpts, maybe talk about the different profiles. But yeah, it's just a little casual chat, as it was. So do you want to dig in?
First pick.
First pick.
My goodness.
You can grab whatever you like.
Okay, yeah. Well, I guess we'll start with this one, just because it's at the top.
Yep. So
here we have the Serpent Riders box, still in its seal. You can see that.
Still in its seal. Yeah, because I wanted to start a Rod army, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
Yeah. So I got a Mumuk.
Yeah, that was your first purchase for that army, wasn't it? Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I got the Mumuk with the crew, but I got it relatively cheap. But it was already assembled and painted, the Mumuk and all the crew. But I wanted to start one, so I thought the Serpent Riders, I've heard, and that they were very, very effective in game. Yeah, they were quite difficult to come by, but I was lucky enough to find a box set there.
And the nice thing is that these are actually metal, aren't they?
They're metal, all, yeah.
So they were lucky enough not to get the recast and the resin.
Yeah, exactly. So you get 5 Serpent Riders in that box, which used to retail at 300 Danish kroner, which is about £30.
Yeah, around that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're a lot more expensive now, aren't they? Luckily enough, I got those a little bit cheaper than retail price. Got 25% off, which is real nice. But yeah, so they retail. Well, retail, but they go for a lot more now, don't they?
Have you got an idea what they go for these days?
I think you're looking about 40-50 for the 5 usually.
Okay.
Usually, I think.
Yeah.
So
it has gone up a little bit then.
It has.
Okay, so that's those.
Yeah.
But
with those,
I believe I saw some. I think there were
here.
other ones, right?
Right here. So obviously not the actual packaging. They come in a much larger box, as you saw before. But in here, I actually already have some Serpent Riders. I have 5 lying in here, unassembled, with the bases and all that. So you can pick ones, maybe.
Have a look at one here then.
See, let us know what you think about the sculpt.
Yeah, it's perfect, to be honest. I mean, all the detail is really good. If you want to get in and see it there.
So you can get
A little hard with the glare.
Yeah, with the lighting. That's difficult to see, isn't
Yeah,
it?
a little difficult. But as you can see, it's basically almost in one whole piece.
Yep.
You just got to attach the 2 horses' legs.
The horse's legs, 2 of those, yep. And then you have the spear.
Yeah.
And then the back accessory, as it was. You can see here there's a spear. And then you also get a I'm actually not sure what it is.
Is it a shield or?
I'm not. Is it a shield?
Or some kind of trophy rack, perhaps?
Yeah, on the back
I
there.
guess.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Yeah, so very, very cool.
Yeah, Serpent Riders. So that's 10 for me now, which is nice. I think that's enough.
That's a suitable number.
Yep, just need the Serpent Guard as well, so we have some footballs as well.
Yeah.
So sticking to the Harad, I'm just going to dive into this one, because in here, which is also an unboxed box, as it was, or unwrapped even, we have some Hood Warriors, don't we?
We do.
And not the ones you can currently get at GW, because these do have the blowpipes. So I have 6 of them. And I think they're really nice sculpts. Again, I'm not sure the camera can pick it up very well. I can't see anything. Yeah, the glare kind of ruins it, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah. But 6 of those are relatively difficult to come by.
Yeah.
Relatively.
Collectors for these, they generally want the blowpipes, don't they, right?
Yep. They do want the blowpipes. Because if I remember correctly in the profile, it states that they can reroll to failed wounds because of poison.
Well, that's pretty good.
So rerolling to failed wounds is it basically an extra attack, isn't it?
Essentially, yeah. So that's really nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice rule.
Yep. So we like those. Definitely like those. And in here, of course, is also their shields. A little bit of extra bits and bobs in here. I don't know if you want to talk about it.
What else have we got in here then? Okay, well there's some fun things. So you got 4 of these. These are the 4 hobbits from the what is it now?
Fox on the Burrow Down
set. Yeah, that's the one.
So yeah, so there are 4 hobbits. Got those as you see them. So I don't have from the box set. There's also the Barrow Whites.
Yeah, that's right.
I do. Barrow Whites are still available on Games Workshop's website.
Yes, they are.
So I do have some of those, probably somewhere in this box. We'll get to them later, probably.
Find out soon enough.
So I do essentially have the Fog on the Barrow Down box set.
Mm-hmm.
As it was.
Yeah, they're very nice little models.
Yeah.
And something that we'll obviously use for scenario play, but they'll also make pretty nice little objective markers.
Yes,
I think.
Definitely.
Yes, they're very cool.
They're very cool.
Put those back in.
Yep. And also in this box, as the very, very last thing, we also have Isildur foot and mounted. Now Isildur on foot is very easy to come by. He doesn't go for a whole lot. You can see him there. The very, very well-known Isildur pose. But we also have Isildur foot and mounted. So he comes in 2 pieces, and once put together, something like this, I think. It's gonna look something like that. And I'm not really a Numenorian player, but I got it at a really good price, and I know the warriors of Numenor are very easy to come by.
Mm.
So I thought, you know what, Isildur foot and mounted, it's cool, it's fluffy. To have him go along with some warriors.
Mm-hmm.
So I might as well keep him. So got him as well. So that's that.
Yeah.
Do you want to dive in and see what else you can get out?
Let's see. I guess we'll go for this thing. I don't know very much about
You can actually take the next one below, because that's the exact same.
Okay, we've got 2 of these then.
Yeah.
So what do we have here? These are Candish Horsemen.
Candish Horsemen, yes.
And these, once again, are metal. I can tell, they're very heavy.
Yeah. So the Candish Horsemen, 2 boxes of those. And I'm not a Eastern Kingdoms player, so I'm actually looking to sell both boxes. But again, they were part of a bigger purchase, so currently out of production too.
Yeah, I think so.
They are. So if you can have a look at the profile.
This one here?
Yeah. So.
Okay, well, not a bad point value considering it's a cavalry model. And they come with armour, bow and a horse. No other upgrades available though, that's a little bit of a downside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at, we've got here Fight 4, so that's always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Strength 3, yeah, standard human profile really. Yeah, defense 4, 1 attack, 1 wound, courage 3, so a very standard human profile with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're nice models.
No, definitely. They used to come in these boxes where I think there are 5 of them, isn't there? Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah.
So 5 in one box set. You can also buy them in a blister. They just have 1. And they are still around. You can still get them in the blisters, but the box sets, which is where you get most for your money, are difficult to come by, or so I've experienced. Don't see them a lot.
No, I haven't seen them very much.
No. So yeah, but the Kentish Horsemen, are they the only cavalry troops? You have the Eastern Cataphracts. Are they? Yeah, they're the only ones for Eastern Kingdoms, aren't they?
Yeah.
For warriors.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. So, yeah, I think they're pretty good. They're decent.
Yeah, I think it's always a nice thing when you have the option to have horsemen with bows.
Yeah.
Just so they can get that tactical flexibility of moving around on the board, moving into better positions, and also when you have a bow, you don't really want them to be in close combat.
No.
So it's a really nice way for them to escape any dangers that are lurking nearby. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think that's very useful.
They hit on the 4+5 when moving, so it's just like in Rohan Archer. So that's I think that's decent.
Yeah, definitely.
Point value we're not going to say on here for obvious reasons, but I think they're fairly costed as well.
Yeah, I think it's pretty average for cavalry.
They're basically a Westfold Red Shield, aren't they? With the Fight 4. And the point value is about the same. So yeah, lack the defense though, don't they? The Westfold Red Shield's defense 5.
Yeah, but like we said, as they're not made for close combat. No, they're for range fighting, so you don't need to worry too much about that. That's no defense.
So yeah. So the Kentish Horsemen. There we go. So I am gonna go in here. Take that one later. I'm gonna take. Let's see what do we have here. I'm gonna take these 2 because I currently have 2 of them, and that's the Mahud King, foot and mounted. 2 blisters there. This is an absolutely must get for Harad.
Yeah.
It's right there. Previous page. There you go.
There it is.
Mahud King. So in the blister he comes both foot and mounted, and one of the things he comes with is a war camel.
Yeah, that's right.
And now the war camel is amazing. I think war camel is only 2 goblins with stuff, and for that, when you charge in your movement phase, you do an instant strength 4 hit on the model being charged, and that's if you then kill that model, the Mahud King can, or any war camel can then move on. From that combat and charge, and then do another strength 4 hit until the full 10 inches has been reached.
That's pretty amazing.
That's pretty amazing. That's an amazing rule. That Impaler rule there.
Yeah. And
this is the exact same thing as the Mahud Raider you're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Who also has that war camel.
Yeah, that's really good actually.
Yep.
For the points, what you pay for it. Then if you know, look it up. If you don't, because they're definitely a worthy choice if you're going to collect this army, because that rule is it can be pretty devastating.
Yeah,
especially to like low defense armies, like like some elf armies or something like that. That they're going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, definitely.
So
yeah, so no, but yeah, the Mahud King. There we go. Do you want to dive in and see what else you can pick up?
What else have I got here? Oh, let's do this one, because this is a model that I'm actually quite keen on getting, and hopefully we'll get one soon.
Yes.
And this is the Orc Shaman on the Warg.
On Warg, yes.
Have a look at that.
Orc Shamans, quite discussed. Well, Shamans generally. Quite controversial, aren't they? Because they're not very fluffy, are they? You need that Fury save.
Yeah, I mean,
not to use them.
Obviously, I'm not a lore expert per se, but I know from a gaming standpoint, having Fury and channeling that Fury is like almost a must-have if you have an evil army.
Mm-hmm.
It's because obviously you're looking at your bog standard Mordor orcs, defend 4 or 5 with the shield. There's a lot of things, especially like on the good forces, that can kind of deal with that stuff. So having that chance of a roll of a 5 to save that wound is enormous.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and quite recently I've played a game with 2 shamans, and I can't remember to find it, but we played it as if there was a wounded orc within range of both shamans, then the Fury save would double up.
Yeah,
because obviously you're getting the one save from the one, and then the other one from the other one. So whether or not it's stacked.
So it stacks. So
we weren't sure on that, but we played it that way. But that's something that we need to look into because I plan on using a lot of shamans.
Of course, yeah.
I love shamans.
Might as well. Okay, so I can take that terrain piece there.
Yeah.
So this is just a display piece. It was limited that GW made, but it's the Balanced Tomb display piece. So you have a slot for each of the Fellowship members, and naturally, Jimny should stand on the on Balanced Tomb, just like in the movie.
So it was limited. Did it come? Was it a White Dwarf subscription thing?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So only subscribers could get this, but I was lucky enough to get this. Don't remember. I think it was on the trade page on Facebook.
Yeah.
I picked it up for about £10.
That's a good price.
That's a good price, I think. It's nice there with Dead Dwarf. Is that was it Nori?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying it's Nori.
I think it's Nori. It's supposed to be Nori, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
With his little book.
Yeah, and there's really nice detail on there. There's loads of stuff to pick out.
Definitely. A lot of detail. It's going to take a long time to paint up, though.
Yeah. Nice little project.
Yeah, it is.
One point.
Yeah, it's a weekend project, isn't it? It's nice.
Yeah, definitely.
So that.
Nice little thing.
Yep.
So, what's next? Well, what's this? Third and foot and mounted. And this is the armoured Theoden model.
Yes, it is.
That I absolutely love. I love this model so much. Only can't pick it out too well when it's in the box. Good. Yeah, look in the books if we can find a nice picture for you.
Well, it's not the exact same one. I was hoping there was a version of him, but no, apparently not
in the book.
Nope, doesn't seem like it.
Shame.
But yeah, I mean, Theoden is, he doesn't have the stat line that he deserves. He's the king of Rohan. He needs a better stat line.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
But I think the way they've done it is actually really, really fluffy. What with having no will, especially.
Yeah, no will.
I think that's really appropriate for the lore. But I definitely think 2 wounds is a little too low for him.
Yeah, 3 wounds would be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe bring his fight to 6. But then again, I mean, this is the old Lord of the Rings profiles. So if he's fight 6, then a lot of other models should also be fight 6.
Yeah, there wasn't really much that was fight 6, was there?
No, exactly.
So that would.
So I think in comparison to the other Lord of the Rings stat lines, I think fight 5 is fair.
Yeah.
But since Hobbit SPG was created, I think it's only fair that his fight value was bumped up. So they just errated it, basically. I think would be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Theoden, armoured on foot and mounted. Lovely model.
Yeah, I love it.
Already have him actually, not painted up, just base coated out. So that one will also be a sale, hopefully.
Yeah. And it's not particularly common either, is it?
No,
that pose.
No, the model, sorry, the mounted model is relatively common.
Right.
It seems, because you could also get the mounted version in its own blister. But the only way you could get the foot version was in this blister.
Okay.
So it's the foot version is what's really uncommon.
Mm.
So yeah, which is also a nice pose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So next.
So dive in here, and well, I'm just going to snatch you right in here and grab this one.
Okay, what's that then?
This is 3 Hunters, bought online from Games Workshop. It's a 3 Hunters, so it's Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas. Difficult to see in the packaging there, but that's Legolas in this beautiful pose there. Got this one mainly because I wanted Aragorn's pose.
Yeah.
Because that's my favorite Aragorn pose. And that's also the one that they use for Arnor. And I don't know if the subscribers know yet that I am an Arnor player, vivid Arnor player. But you get this pose. This is the that right there. Let's see if you can get it. That pose right there is the pose from 3 Hunters, and I love that pose.
I think all 3 of the 300 poses are absolutely stunning. So dynamic.
Yeah.
With the positions they've been put in.
Most certainly.
So yeah, really, really cool models.
Yeah.
And these are, of course, these ones are in resin.
Yeah. They were made in metal.
Yeah, they were originally in metal,
Yeah.
of course. But it looks to me like you got pretty lucky.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
sculpts, I mean, I didn't see any bubble marks or anything.
No.
So, and that's obviously always a bit of a risk when it comes to buying Lord of the Rings miniatures, because the scale in Lord of the Rings to the rest of the Warhammer franchises is so much smaller. And I originally am a collector of 40k in Warhammer Fantasy. So when the resin came out, I was quite happy with it, because obviously all the weapons and everything are in heroic scale.
Yeah.
So they're a lot more stronger and a lot less brittle, because of course, like looking here,
Yeah, it's small pieces.
yeah, and like the swords are so thin, they're
Exactly.
sometimes they're almost transparent, which could be a little scary.
Yeah, because it's gonna snap.
Yeah.
So easy. But no, it looks like to be a nice sculpt. I think I got lucky. But yeah, I need to get this one unpacked soon,
Yeah.
so I can get hold of that Aragorn pose, which I'm dying to get.
Get some paint on them, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So-
next.
Yeah. What do you have in here?
Ooh. Who's here?
That's the name Wraith.
That's the name Wraith right here. And this is the Knight of Umbar.
Knight of Umbar. Combat Wraith. Oh.
Very, very scary profile
Yeah,
on this
it is.
guy. You see, man, I'm sure all you gamers probably know this guy pretty well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm sure you know exactly what it looks like. Yeah, and he's got quite a killer profile, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Him and the Betrayer are the two, close combat named Wraith, as it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's in. You can look his profile up in the. Oh, did you just take that?
There it is.
Ta-da! Yeah, he's in the Hot Rod list, which is why I got him. Because I am looking to start up a Hot Rod force. And he is one of the first ones. And he has a strong profile. Do you want to read it out?
Yeah.
Also special rules, maybe, because that's what makes it really cool, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So, for his wargear, it's got the armor of the Sundered Land, and that is the Knight of Umbar only loses a point of will for having been in a fight if he loses that fight. For example, if he is not, if he doesn't win the roll to see which side strikes blows in the fight. Okay, that's pretty good.
There you go.
Because that's always the scary thing.
Yeah.
When fielding ring race, is that if you get put in that awful position where they just constantly get put into combat and you just can't get out of it, they're going to go down really quick.
Really quick.
And being casters, that's not how you want to spend your will. So having that opportunity to actually deny that is really, really nice.
Yeah.
And special rules, so he has He's got Terror, and obviously Harbinger of Evil, so he gets that -1 on the courage rolls, which is very tasty. But here we've got combat mimicry. At the start of the fight phase, the Knight of Umbar can elect to use the fight, strength, and/or attack values of his opponent instead of his own. He does not need to adopt all of the statistics. He could, for example, adopt only the fight value.
That is a killer.
Yeah, that's from Mars right there.
And the fact that he can opt not to use all from the opponent's stat line, he can just decide to take only the fight and strength because he's defense 8 already.
Yeah,
I mean, unless he goes up against dwarves, he's pretty good against that.
Definitely.
But then that basically means that he can go up against Mauk and steal his fight, his strength, his defense, his. That's amazing.
It's definitely makes him a character hunter, I think, because as usual, the 1 base attack for Ringwraith is not good. So being able to do that, and obviously the only way to really kill a Ringwraith is with a hero, because obviously that's crazy high defense. You want to be getting you want to be doing some serious damage in there, really getting some dice to increase those chances of getting those high dice rolls. So when you actually have an opportunity to steal, let's say, those 3 attacks from a good hero, just really evens the playing field.
It's insane. And considering his points cost, I think he needs to be in your Harad list.
Yeah, I would almost say
put him on a fell beast too.
Yeah, naturally.
Yes, you do.
But like, if you have the points for that size game, and you want to have a named Ringwraith, he's a pretty high contender.
Yeah.
To add to your list, I mean, I personally like the Shadow Lord.
Yeah.
But I choose that basically because I generally go up against a lot of posts, and I think that's a really useful thing to have. Obviously, each Ringwraith has a certain job to fulfill, and I think, he plays that really well. The ones you generally see are like the Knight of Umbar, Kamul, of course. He's always really popular. The Dark Marshal.
Dark Marshal, good shout.
With that banner.
Yeah, exactly.
Effectively a banner. Yeah. I mean, that's really, really good. So yeah, those are always really popular choices.
Most certainly.
Most people don't really like the name Ringwraiths.
No, I mean, I think people have loosened up about it a little bit since The Hobbit, because of the Dol Guldur scene, where you saw them being unique.
Yeah.
And not just look like the generic Ringwraiths we know from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's nice to have that sense of identity given to them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's that loosened people up a bit about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and being a Mordor player, I love them. I totally love them. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah.
And really nice models too, all of them.
So well, I can get this one out of the way real quick because that is another Mahout King. So there we go.
Does that bring the toll up to 3 now?
That's 3 so far.
Wow.
That's 3. 3 Mahout Kings. So, but I'm not gonna get out easy, am I? So I have to pick another one.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah. So I'm just picking this one. And this is Feral Urukai.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Feral Urukai is still in blister. Relatively difficult to come by, I think.
I don't see them too often on trading pages. Sometimes on eBay.
Yeah. But they used to retail at 3 for just £10. Yeah, you don't get that today. You don't get that today. Sadly not. And
quite popular choice in armies.
Most certainly, 2 attacks is amazing. If anybody's in doubt, you can always ask GBHL Damien. He uses them a lot.
Yep, he loves those, doesn't he?
Yeah, his feral army, along with the rest of Isengard. Yeah, no, they're quite popular, which is also why I got them. So with these 3, I will now own 6. So,
that's a good number.
Yeah, I think 6.
6. I think 6 for elites are always a very nice, comfortable number to own.
Yeah.
You know.
And I do also have the berserkers as well, which also have 2 attacks. So so I can change in between the 2 profiles as I please.
Is there any? If you had to choose one, which one would you go for? I mean, there aren't any necessarily special rules between the 2.
No, and they're both 2 attacks. So they're the same fight.
I guess the difference comes in if you want a 2-handed weapon or not, right? Is that the only difference?
If I remember correctly, yes, because and then the berserker is a higher defense,
and he's a better courage as well.
Yeah, but he's also more expensive, but not a whole lot.
No.
But I think with the warriors being defense 5, and you can purchase them a shield very, very cheaply, making them defense 6. I think I would incline to use the ferals more than berserkers because I already have the high defense. And 2 attacks is good. And I would rather save the points cost and get more troops than going for the higher defense, personally.
Well, I can't do the exact maths out of my head right now, but if you had like maybe, 5 Urukai berserkers, if you didn't have the berserkers, you went for the feral Urukai.
That'd be 15.6.
And you can get another one.
You can get, exactly.
So you basically get 1 free feral Urukai for choosing those instead of the berserkers.
Exactly.
So
that's probably what I would go for.
Yeah.
But I am not an experienced Isengard player, so people might disagree.
No, these are just our opinions.
As always, so let us know in the comment section below. So yeah, but those are feral Urukai. Do you want to reach in and see what you can find?
Here's this then. This looks pretty evil. In fact, this is incredibly evil. Very evil character. We have the Witch King of Agmar, foot and mounted.
But the generic version.
Yeah, the unarmoured one.
Unarmoured one, I suppose, yeah.
Which also goes for quite a bit nowadays, isn't it?
Yes, because the pose of the mounted model is unique. Yeah. You could get the box set of mounted ring race, but the Witch King was not in there. Because the Witch King's pose is where he's on the horse, and the horse is rearing up, and he has his sword raised in his right hand, I believe.
Yeah.
The foot model is very common.
Super common, that one. So, yeah. You can pick that up for very little.
Yeah, very little. £3.
A couple of pounds.
Exactly. But obviously got the blister because I wanted the mounted version.
Naturally.
To go with the rest of my mounted ring wraiths.
Yeah.
So, yeah, been dying to get that, so very, very chuffed that I got that. Yeah. So, hold on. What do we have here? It's another Mahout King.
Oh my goodness me.
That's 4 now, is it? So, that's 4 Mahout Kings. So, grabbing this one instead. And this is Helberad. Helberad, Captain of the Dunedain, with banner. With the banner. Well, there's a sticker thing in it right there. Oh,
yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that out.
No, I don't think so. So probably not so much fun to see for you guys because the sticker there is blocking it.
But you can see there's a banner in there.
But there's a banner.
So we're not lying.
No, it's absolutely true. I'm not filling you up with. Oh, and he doesn't even. Nope.
No banner in the book.
No, but yeah, banner of Arwen Evenstar. I believe it's called. Is it?
Could well be.
Yeah. Banner of Arwen Evenstar. The banner of Arwen Evenstar is banner, but affects all friendly models within 6 inches, not 3. Good models within 6 inches of the banner automatically pass any courage test.
Wow.
They are required to take. And Helbrad, he can still use his bow, even if he carries the banner.
Wow, that's a really nice roll.
But it's expensive.
How many? Wow, what can you compare it to? How many goblins? Can you work that out?
Well, that would be. Hold on. Well, that would be 12 goblins.
12? Ooh, 12 goblins.
12 goblins with stuff.
That is a bit pricey.
That's a bit pricey. Which is why I think people ought not to take it.
No.
Because he is only alone. He is 13 goblins. And then the banner will be another 12 goblins.
On top of that.
On top of it, yeah. So the banner is almost as expensive as he is.
For this little guy, 2 warbands of goblins.
There you go.
Expensive.
What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, that's Helbrad.
Okay, who's next? Next, we have Mahood Warriors.
Mahood Warriors.
Have you gone over those yet?
Well, yes and no. We had the ones with blowpipes earlier.
That's true. This is true.
These are just without blowpipes.
So these are just the ones without blowpipes. Absolutely.
That's simple.
Very nice models again.
Yep, still available on Games Workshop's website though.
Yep. So
you get 3 for £10.
Yep.
Again, we're doing Danish prices converted to English prices.
yeah, so it might not be exact.
Might not be exact 10, but yeah. So yeah, I'll reach in and I shall grab this one. Hobbitses.
Hobbitses.
We have 3 Hobbit Sheriffs which are out of production, which is very nice. Actually 4 Hobbit Sheriffs. 4 Hobbit Sheriffs in one blister. See them there. Or at least try to with the glare and everything. 4 Hobbit Sheriffs for my Hobbit army.
Yeah.
Which I have not started painting up yet.
No.
But you know, all in good time. All in good time.
And they're very cool little models, aren't they?
Yeah.
I was contemplating maybe doing a little Hobbit collection. Maybe not an army per se, but just a few of them because they're absolutely gorgeous little models.
Gorgeous, and if you turn them into a horde army, they are very, very competitive.
Oh yeah, I've seen people do well with Hobbit armies.
Yep, most certainly. So yeah,
very cool.
And there should be more in there somewhere, I hope.
Yeah, no doubt. Is that a box?
I think so. Yep, it's another one, so we might as well get that out of the way as well.
Yep. Right.
What do you have there?
Who's this? Saladin the Serpent Lord.
Suladan.
Foot and mounted.
Foot and mounted. Now, I'm actually not sure if that's the old or new model version.
Ooh. I'm not sure. Let's have a look here.
So Suladan, also from the Harad list. Suladan. Let's see. There he is. Suladan the Serpent Lord. Comes with poison arrows, so he rerolls ones to fail 2 rune rolls when shooting attack. That's really nice. And he has a special rule called Ascendant, which means the standfast is 12 inches instead of the regular 6.
That's pretty tasty.
Very nice. Flatmies in the background. But yeah, very nice, very nice. Not sure if I'll use them much, because I think there are better options for your points cost.
Right.
So I think I'll prioritize using others, but no, yeah. Basula, got him cheap, so I decided to keep him. Yep.
Cool model.
Cool model, definitely. So I'll take this one, whatever that is.
Whatever it is. Who is that then?
That's King of Letsar, mounted, because I already have the foot version out.
Yep.
But yeah, the mounted version, right there.
Now he's in the book, isn't he?
He's in the King's Men book. He is.
I'll try to pitch for that.
Yeah, he's in here. He's the very, very first profile in the entire book.
Where he should be.
Right there. Just cover that one right there. You can see in there. King of Letsar.
Very cool model.
Very cool model, but way too expensive.
Yeah. It comes down to his wargear, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, exactly, because in his Strider profile, he doesn't come automatically with his Andriel, which he does in King of Letsar, and he's a lot more expensive.
Yeah, it's damn shame, because you don't generally want to take that sword, as cool and fluffy as it is.
Always wounding on 4+ is amazing.
It is amazing, but I mean, most of the things you're going to be fighting, you're going to be needing that anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless, so
you can basically say, well, he is in King of Letsar for his profile. Aside for having his defense is raised by 2, so by 2 that's 10 points, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plus 2 defense about 10 points, and Andriel costs 75 points. So 85 that's what the difference is. It actually is.
It actually is.
So the difference is, though, however, over here in the King of Letsar, he can take an armored horse, which he cannot as Strider. However, as Strider, he can take an elbow cloak, a regular horse, armor, and a bow.
Yeah, and it comes with heavy armor in the King of Lesser profile.
Exactly.
Which is nice.
So
giving him a defense 7.
Defense 7 is amazing.
That's really good.
That's amazing. I think the only Minister profile with defense 7.
Yeah, base profile.
Base profile as it was, yeah. Because some profiles can be upgraded.
Yeah, like the what they call now. Diddly-doo, where are they? Yeah, the Guard of the Fountain Court.
Yep.
Base defense 6.
Yeah, combined shield.
Stick a shield on there. That is pretty well defended.
There you go. And you want to do that.
Yeah,
You're going to
do want to do that. You do want to do that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. But yeah, so King Lesser mounted. There we go. And we're back! Okay. So a little hiccup there, but we go. So, your turn.
Yeah.
To choose.
What's this then? Who we got here? Oh. Now this is a very sought after model.
Yes.
It is a Shade.
Filth.
Filth.
Absolute filth.
Yeah, but
I am a Moria and armor player.
Yeah, and if it's there, you're gonna want it.
Yep.
You want that profile.
You do want it.
Because they are so good.
Most certainly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and also for its function in a Moria Angmar list, Angmar as it was, it's way too cheap. Which is why you want it, because it has a huge impact on the game. Now, mind you, he's only fight 1, strength 1, has a high defense of 8, which you're going to need because your opponent's going to go for it and take it out.
It's a massive target. Yeah.
3 runes, which you're also going to need. Now, it is a hero, so it also has might, will, and fate. That's not why you're getting it. So the stat line is basically it's kind of moot. You don't really need it. You're only caring about the defense and runes because why you're bringing it to the table is because of the special rules.
And what is that then?
Well, this is the special rule Chill Aura that really makes a difference because shades are terrifying supernatural creatures whose mere presence can sap vigor from the living. Any enemy model within 6 inches of 1 or more shades suffers a -1 on this roll to win a fight. And this is cumulative with other such penalties such as for wielding a 2-handed weapon.
That's pretty good.
There you go. And also, the special Blades of the Dead, which is when determining what number a shade needs to wound his opponents, use the opponent's courage rather than his defense on the wound chart.
Yeah, very nice rule. Standard, ghost.
Yeah.
Special rule, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But very, very useful.
But mind you, it's only strength 1.
It is only strength 1.
So what you're going to need, you're not going to chuck it into combat, are you? You're going to keep it within 6 inches of your heroes who has a high strength, and you're going to make sure that it gives a -1 to all important combats on the battlefield.
Yeah. So
you make sure that your heroes are going to win those fights.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's what you're going to go for. You don't want it to combat, especially not with fight 1 and strength 1.
No, you don't. Certainly not.
So yeah, that's a shade.
But it is a spirit.
It's a spirit.
So what with Galadriel's new profile?
Oh, banishment.
Banishment.
Yep, it'll go away. It will go away. Very, very easy. It will. But yeah, but no magic. So, but still has 3 will.
So that's 3 will.
Still has 3 will, even though it cannot do any magic whatsoever.
And it's probably for that exact reason.
Yeah.
To deny those awful spells.
More Hobbit sheriffs. So we'll put them here.
Okay, what does that bring the tally up to now then? 12?
That's 12 or 8. 8 or 12. Was that another one? No, that's the last one. Yep, 8 I think. We're at 8 right now. We'll pick this one. So, a Rohan Outrider. My second one. This one is in blister, the other one is unboxed. Yeah, not much to say. You bring the Rohan Outriders because they hit on a 3+ when shooting, whereas regular Westfold Red Shields or Riders of Rohan hit on a 4, which is what's nice. They are better shooting, and they're cheaper. Yeah. But that's what you go for. However, they don't come with a shield, so they are also low defense.
Yeah. So it's basically the same profile as the Diddly-Doo. Where are they now?
You're thinking of the Harad?
Yeah.
Yeah. That we talked about earlier.
The high movability.
Riders. Yeah.
Yeah. Shooty units.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, yeah.
Right. What is this? What is this thing?
Now, what you're holding is a purchase I made from a guy named Margot, and Margot is based in Malta, and I bought it on eBay.
Okay.
Because he was selling some models which you'll see, and which you already know that I've been dying to get.
Oh, this is interesting.
It's very interesting, and we've talked about in private, not on camera, about these miniatures before. And we agreed they're actually very, very nice, and I wanted them for one of my armies. So why don't you go and actually open it?
Oh, don't you think you should open it?
No, you can do it. That's fine.
Try and find where the seal is, then. I think it's here.
So yeah, I got this off eBay, and it costed a fair bit. A regular price for what those models go for now. Didn't overpay, but I didn't get them a good deal. But I think they're really nice poses, and particularly one of them I absolutely need for my current army, which you should see which one is.
He does not want to come out.
No.
It's all good content.
Great content. I should have been prepared, and more prepared even, and brought a pair of scissors, but you know.
I didn't know.
It's
not my fault.
It's build up to the suspense. That's what we're doing. What's in it? What's in it? Just tear it open. Just rip it open. Don't even care. There you go.
There we go. Who cares about packaging?
We don't care. We don't care.
And even then,
can you pull it out?
And even then, I'm being defeated.
Well, it's glued, isn't it?
It's like glued.
It's like glued to the packaging.
That's
well,
why I'm struggling.
It doesn't help.
No,
there you go.
Wait.
So far, so good. So bubble wrap.
Oh, it's a game of pass the parcel.
Okay. Did you hear that they're going to make some new kind of bubble wrap where you cannot pop it?
No, are they?
Yeah. So what's the point of making bubble wrap?
That's sad.
It's going to have the same function, but you can't pop it.
Very disappointing.
Very disappointing. Okay. So I think you can do now. You just need to unroll it. So now you can pass it back to you, and then you can tell us what it is.
Da, 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 da. Who do we have here? Okay. Oh, these are nice. Okay,
these are nice.
So first up in this little box, we have Theoden. Is this the same model that's in that box that we spoke about earlier? Is that right? The armored Theoden.
No.
Okay, this is another Theoden model.
This is along with the other two. They're all from the same box set. They're all from the Defenders of Rohan box set.
Oh, that's where it is.
Highly sought after box set because they're very, very nice minis. And that's Rohan. Theoden, King of Rohan.
Yeah. Now this is a little model you've been really having your eye on.
Yeah, because I really think it's a very static pose.
Yeah. But
it's like taken straight out of the movie.
It really is.
And I think it's absolutely amazing.
Of course, it's little Gimli.
It's Skimmers.
Resting on his axe there.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Like a very cool, and we've talked about that one before, haven't we?
Oh yeah, we've spoken about it very much.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice pose, I think. Very static, but very nice.
Yeah.
Now, the one you're holding in your hand now, and you can show it up to the camera, but I got that one because I think it is basically the foot equivalent of the Knight of the Pelennor mounted version, which I already have painted up. But it's Éomer. Because on Knight of the Pelennor, he's not wearing a helmet, and there he has taken it off. He's holding it, mind you.
Yep.
But it's off his head, which I think is nice for Knight of the Pelennor. That both heads are not wearing helmets, because else your option is to use Marshal of the Riddermark, foot version basically, and where he's wearing a helmet. So that's why I got him as well.
That's a really nice model.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very lucky, man.
Yep, and yeah, I think they're good. Not stripped or anything, they're brand new, just taken out of the box. Amy looks quite shiny. And I think they're a decent sculpt. I don't think this one particularly looks much like Carl Urban from the movie. Armor's spot on. Obviously, it's a Rohan armor, so it's difficult to get that one off.
Yeah.
But this is a very, very nice sculpt because it actually...
It really does. They really captured his likeness really well now, haven't they?
It's a shame we can't put it up on camera much or well.
Yeah.
Because that's a beautiful sculpt. And it looks like him a lot.
And that's the Eden we're talking about.
Yeah. You can't see it, but that face is spot on.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
GW did a really good job with those models.
Yeah, most certainly. Do you know if it was the Perry twins that sculpted these?
Oh, was it?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Don't ask me.
Alright. I'm actually not sure, but they're gorgeous. So they could be Perry's. There we go. So there we go. Alright.
What's next then?
I'll go for this one. What we have here is Arwen, foot and mounted.
Oh yeah, so it is.
This is Arwen, foot and mounted. Still available on GW.
GW web store.
What he said. But I think it's a very, very nice pose.
Yeah.
And
it's actually my favourite Arwen pose.
Oh yeah, most certainly.
Well.
Yeah. It's very feminine.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she really, again, GW, hats off to you. You captured the likeness really, really well,
very well
in that model.
So yeah, not sure that I'm going to use her much, but I wanted the models for my collection, essentially.
Yeah, she's a good model to have.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows who she is.
Yeah, exactly. And it's good to get new players into the hobby that way, to show them characters they know.
Exactly.
So yeah, so her. So do you want to dive in and...
Should we have something a bit special?
Sure.
Well, obviously, they're all special.
All special.
But something rather special.
Something rather special. What are you in for? Yeah?
You feeling it?
Yeah.
Are you feeling it?
Yeah, sure. You can pick it up. Now we also made room for it.
Yeah. I think we're going to need to get it sooner or later.
Yeah.
Because
there's stuff
we're running out of space.
We're running out of space. It's the Minas Tirith display piece. There we go.
And it is a heavy one.
It's a heavy one. Now, this is not brand new. Because it has been opened. But you can open it up.
Sure.
And it's all in its original packaging. The seal has been taken off though. The plastic seal, as it was. But it's a very, very nice display piece, I think. It's a great way to display your models at home. Alright, you're going to have to hold this here. Yeah. Pull it. There we go. So, nice. But yeah, Games Workshop original. I think they made it back in 2003, right? For Return of the King, when that first came out. Yeah, just made it as a limited edition display piece, following the Helm's Deep that they made the year before. So it comes in 6 pieces, is it? 2, 4, yeah, 5 pieces.
5 pieces.
5 pieces even. Very nice.
No, it's not open.
Now we have. It comes with 2 towers.
Not the 2 towers, but
mind you, but 2 towers. It comes with 2 towers, which you place alongside the wall.
Here's a piece of said wall.
Said wall. So obviously you can put them together as you please. Just put the camera down a little bit so you can see it. But you can put them together exactly the way you want because they're not linked together, not chained together or anything. So if you decide to have the gate all the way on one end and you can build the rest of the wall the other way, you can do as you please. But basically, you just put them up like that. And aside for the door should of course be on the inside.
Naturally.
That would naturally. Having on the outside would be silly. It kind of defeats the purpose of a gate, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Wall. There you go.
And here we have the entrance.
The entrance, yes.
Walkway, and I'm not going to put them on, but then you get these lovely little doors that will sit.
Yeah.
So can move.
They can move. Yeah. When I got it, I remember feeling like a little kid because this is practically a toy. You know, you have doors, you have hinges, and you can actually open them, and it's actually very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's very nice.
Really cool.
Yep.
And I'm trying to figure out what it's made out of. Is it made of plastic or what?
It feels a little bit too, should we call it sturdy? To be plastic. Obviously, you can still chip it and stuff, but let's see. I'm actually not sure. This box contains 1 miniature. This model is applied fully painted and is composed of 5 pieces: a fully assembled gatehouse, 2 towers, and 2 wall sections. Figures are not included. The contents may vary from those shown. No, it doesn't say what it's actually made of. All it says is that it's made by Dave Andrews. There we go. But yeah, certainly a very nice display piece. I think we can all agree. So yeah, the Wall of Minas Tirith.
Yeah.
There we go. So if we just put that down on the floor, we can get on with whatever's next in the box.
Okie dokie. Let's put it on that side so it's all together. Right?
Fair enough. There we go.
Right, next.
So, well, should we grab another box?
Yeah, we can do another box.
Another big box.
Another big box.
Another big box. This is my second Mumuk. As I mentioned earlier, the first one is already unboxed and it's painted up. Not by me, but somebody else. But this one is all new box. The plastic has been taken off, but it still has sprues. It's definitely still has sprues. The base, which I really, really like.
Yeah, loads
of detail. Loads of detail. A lot of things you can.
There's some dead riders of Rohan there, some horses.
Yeah.
Bits of debris. So yeah, so lots of sculpt into that base.
Yeah, and what's actually really nice, it's I don't think it's ever been actually confirmed, but these two should be the Perry twins.
Is that a fact?
Well, that's the thing. It's
possible fact.
Possible fact, but it's a rumor that is the Perry twins.
How funny!
Because they sculpted this one, and they sculpted themselves onto the base as dead Rohan riders.
Oh, I never heard of that.
No,
oh, that's fun.
That is fun. So it comes, as you can see, in quite a few pieces. This is all for the. I'm already forgot what it's called. Excuse me. For the house, as it was on the moon.
The platform.
The platform. Yeah. This one.
Tell us what it's called.
It's a brain fire. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's all the. So all these come together to build that. The base you saw, and what you holding?
This is looks like the elephant on Mumuk's head and some of their legs. So you just bring it in here. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. That's one half of the Mumuk's head there, and then we've got, I don't know, maybe a trunk or something here. And there's a leg. So yeah, very nice big pieces.
Yep.
And yeah, good detail again. Yeah, good for a plastic kit.
Most certainly.
Yeah, I mean all the wrinkled effects on the
it's very detailed, isn't it?
Face. It's really good.
I'm looking at the body of the elephant Mumuk now, and it looks very, very detailed. All the wrinkles, and you can see some what I think is supposed to be battle scars as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely very, very detailed. I'm not sure the camera will pick it up easy. But you can definitely see the. It's very detailed. It's a very nice model.
Yeah. And at a good price as well. For what you actually get.
Yeah, it's £65.
It's an enormous model.
It's an enormous model.
Huge.
And left in the box is bases for these guys.
And what is that? What you got there?
That's a Harad captain.
Are you a Harad captain?
You get him with him because he is automatically leading the Mumuk. But what is a captain without a crew? So we also come. It also comes with 12 Haradrim warriors. And I think 4 of them have a spear. Is that it? A little bit more. Let's see how many spears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's even. So 6 spears and 6 with bows.
Wow. So it's not even a Mumuk that you're just getting. You're
No.
getting a leader and 12 warriors.
A warband.
So when you work out how much all those things would cost individually, you know, getting the warriors and the captain, it's a really good value for money box set.
I think so. I definitely think so. Yeah. So this is very nice. Got this one relatively cheap as well from somebody who had just had it lying around in their loft. Wanted to get rid of it. So
naturally, you got it.
Naturally, I jumped on and then got it as smooth as I could.
Okay.
So
next
up,
who's this?
That one right there.
Dunir. Am I saying that right?
Dunir, I think so.
Maybe,
possibly.
And he's a very cool little model and quite well sought after, I believe.
Certainly. And he's mainly sought after because, just like Harad, he can reroll failed to win rolls.
Can he really? Wow.
He can, but not only that, he also has a special rule called "Go for the Eyes." Is saying here. He causes D3 wounds rather than 1 against monsters.
Oh my goodness!
So he is amazing to have in an army. Yeah, really. Other than that, he's also fight 5. He's the same as King Theoden.
Wow.
He's the same as a king. He's fight 5, strength 4, which is also quite good for a human. Defense 5. And mind you,
that's comfortable.
That's pretty good. 2 attacks, 2 wounds, 3 courage, 2 might, 1 will, 1 fate.
Yeah.
But, and while that's a good stat line, and go for the eyes is a nice rule, he's way underpointed.
Crazy underpointed. I mean,
crazy cheap.
Is it the same points as an Urukai captain?
That's probably something like that.
Around that. Something
about 13 goblins.
So that is, I'm actually quite surprised at that price value.
It's a very good price for him, which I think is why a lot of Fusion players feel him.
Yeah, without doubt.
If they own him, because that's the problem. He's very sought after. A lot of people don't have him, but he's definitely worth putting into your Fiefdoms army.
Yeah,
I would
definitely.
say. It comes from me, who's not a Fiefdoms player, but obviously it's
an opinion. And one that I also share. I mean, if I had Fiefdoms, I think he would always be in my armies.
Yeah.
No matter what the point cost.
And to top it all off, he also moves through difficult terrain with no penalty.
Oh, of course.
So there you go.
There's another rule.
There you go.
Very, very good.
That is Dunir. So, let's see, I think I have 2 of these. Yeah, they're right next to each other. That makes sense.
Okay, let's get those.
So, we talked about the Paralyzed Hobbits earlier, which are part of the Fog on the Barrow Down set. But here are the Barrow Knights. 4 of them, just like in the Fog and Barrow Down set.
So you get 2 in each blister.
Yeah, exactly. Still available on Games Workshop's website, which is where I got these from. Because I think it could be nice to do some scenarios.
Yeah.
With the Hobbits and the Barrow Wights and stuff. So I got those. Got it off Games Workshop, yeah. So no great discount there. But you know, they're nice models. That's okay. So what would you like to go for next?
Who's this? Who do we have here? Theodred, foot and mounted.
Theodred.
You're not going to see this because sadly the the pieces are in the way of the model.
Well, there you go.
But he is there.
Son of Theoden. He's right underneath Theoden, so you can see his picture there. That's Theoden, and he comes with foot mounted. Mounted is very easy to get because he came in a blister from Battle Games of Middle Earth.
Alright.
Which, you know, each magazine came with a blister. And the mounted version came with that magazine. So there are a ton of those around. But the foot version only came with this blister.
It always seems to be that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The foot versions are always the rare ones.
So, I got it off a guy from the training page. Sorry, I don't remember your name. But it was, it was a nice trade. I didn't pay too much for him, considering what he does go for. And what's interesting though, I think he sells for about £30.
Yeah.
I think so. I paid a little less than that, even including shipping from outside of Denmark to Denmark. But £30 for a model that, while sought after, is not a good stat line.
Yeah.
He's not a must-have Rohan hero.
Yeah, if you don't have the model, you're not missing out on too much regarding gameplay.
Not at all. Yeah, he's probably at the low end of the hero split for Rohan. Obviously, Erkenbrand's at the top because of his points value. Knight of the Pelennor is pretty good too.
Yeah.
I'm trying him out in low points armies as well, and he seems to do very, very well. Even then, you take Marshal of the Britomart. You can then do Theoden. Eowyn is pretty good for points value as well.
Oh yeah.
So you have a lot of options before you would ever resort to taking Theodred in your force, but he still costs £30.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. So it's you're not only just always paying for good stat lines, you're paying for what it is.
For what it is, exactly. So what is it? What is it down here? Take this one. See what this is. Okay, this is a Candish Chieftain, foot mounted. Again, I'm not really a Candish player. I got all this Candish as a job lot, basically. So also one I'm looking to sell. Don't go for too much at the moment. I think they're about £10 for the blister, which is not bad, considering it's out of production.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so yeah, a Candish Chieftain. I think there's a couple more in there somewhere.
No doubt.
No doubt. So, what do you want to pick out?
You do that here.
What do you got there?
Halbarad, Captain of the Dúnedain.
Again. Why do I have two of them?
Because you're greedy.
Because I'm greedy, or because I can also mount Halbarad.
Yes,
so
that's true.
I can put him on a horse, and I think it could be cool to have one on foot and one on horse.
Yeah, definitely cool.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing that when you get around to doing that project.
So if somebody up for doing me a very, very nice conversion job, let me know, because I suck at conversions. But, you know, it's all good fun. And here we have another Hobbit. Another Hobbit, but this time he is not a warrior, or troop as it was. This is Bullroarer Took, foot mounted. Bullroarer Took, the only Hobbit that can ride a full-grown horse, as they say.
As they say. Cool model.
Very cool model. Let's see, he's in the Free Peoples.
He is in the Free Peoples.
Free Peoples. So let's have a look at the stat line. Shire Force here. Bullroarer Took. He's not, no, he was, he's been errata to be part of the Shire list, but he's actually, when they made the book, he's not. They put him in Wonders of the Wild.
Oh,
there he
yeah,
is.
there he is.
So yeah, he comes with a horse for free.
Yeah.
So the foot version is only needed if you actually, if he's actually dismounted. Now, mind you, this is a Hobbit. You have to remember that when reading his stat line. But he has Fight 3, Strength 3, which is good for a Hobbit. His Defense 4, has 2 attacks, 2 wounds, Courage 4, 2 might, 1 will, and 1 fate. And he costs 8 goblins.
Yeah,
for a Hobbit, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I would be happy with him leading my Hobbit army, I think.
It seems pretty good.
Also because obviously he's got that horse.
He does have a horse, so he gets the extra attack.
And obviously Hobbits don't get that.
No.
Unless you have, of course,
the 4 Hobbits.
The 4 Hobbits.
On ponies.
The 4 Hobbits.
The 4 Hobbits, yeah. But even them, they are only 1 attack, aren't they? See, Frodo's 1 attack, Sam is 1 attack, Pippin is 2, and Merry is 2. So 1 and 2. Who gets more attacks than Frodo and Sam?
How funny.
There you go.
There you are.
That's a fun fact of today.
So that's why you want him.
Extra attacks is always nice.
Always
so,
nice.
What should we go for? Your pick?
Is it my pick?
I think so.
Okay. Let's go for these.
Yep.
Because we've done the barrow weights and we've done the little paralysed hobbits, so naturally what comes next? We have Tom Bombadil and Goldberry.
There we go. So while I was unable to get the entire set, I have been able to pick up models from the set.
Yeah.
In several purchases.
Yeah, and these are still on the website.
Yeah.
Which is very good because they're still models that I want to add to my collection eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously we don't see these characters in the film.
No, so the sculpts are completely GW invented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they've captured both of them perfectly. I mean, they look how they would do in my imagination when I was reading the book for the first time.
Very nice sculpts.
So I think they hit the nail on the head with that.
Yeah, most certainly.
Very well.
Quite some iffy stat lines there. Especially if you take Tom Bombadil. Remember his stat line? He's all over the place.
He's
all over the place.
He's full of rules.
He can move 6 inches. Not standard. That's fine. He has under every single attribute is a question mark.
So what does that mean?
We don't know his fight, strength, defense, attack, wounds, courage, or anything else. Because under his special rules, it says Tom treats all kinds of difficult terrain, as open always gets a result of 6 on the jump and climb charts. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Tom cannot be harmed by ranged attacks.
Okay.
This means that magical powers have no effect at all on him, and missiles that hit Tom disappear and are discarded.
Wow, okay.
No models can move into Tom's control zone unless the good play allows them. Tom can charge enemy models normally, and his side will always win any fight Tom is involved in. But neither Tom nor any other good model involved in the same fight will strike any blows. Tom and all good models within 3 inches of him always automatically pass all courage tests.
Wow, okay. That is a very unique set of rules for the game, right?
So, chuck him into a combat and you will win, but you will not get to strike any blows.
Look at it this way. A superb way to keep those goddamn evil fell beasts at bay for the entire game.
Exactly.
Just keep moving them in. They can't do anything, can't cast any spells. Yeah, they're basically removed from the game, essentially.
Basically. So there you go. You can, take them out and make sure they don't wreak havoc. As it was. So that was Tom Bombadil and Goldberg.
Yeah.
So here, because I mentioned that we had some more of them, I might as well get them out of the way. Here are another 2 Canis Chieftains. So I now have 3 for sale, apparently. So, what else do we have? There's another Serpent Rider here. So we already talked about those, so we can put them aside. But this one, perhaps you should talk about this one, and you'll see why.
Oh yeah, I know this one well.
Yeah.
Because not an hour ago, Christian actually gave me one, which was very, very nice of him. And it's a model that I've had my own for a while, just because it's such a beautiful model.
It is a beautiful sculpt.
And the model that we're actually talking about right now is Faramir, Captain of Ithilien.
Captain of Ithilien, yes.
Now, but which model is that? Because, of course, there's only one profile.
Yeah.
The model in question I'm actually speaking about is the one where he's on the horse with the tabard and as the shield and no helmet.
No helmet.
So that is that one. And
yeah, and our production model.
Yep.
Highly sought after, I think. But the only model where Faramir will have both armored horse and heavy armor and a shield.
Yeah, which is what you want to give him.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to give him if you ever field him. Which you will do, because he's fairly pointed.
Yeah, he is.
He will be probably second in line of, I think, for heroes you will put in your Minas Tirith list.
Second in line?
Because you always want to put in Baragon.
Yeah.
So second in line.
That's true.
Second in line, I think.
He is, yeah.
And you do want to give him the armored horse, and you want to give him the heavy armor, and you also want to give him the shield.
Yeah.
As a bare minimum.
Fairly pointed.
Yeah, I think so.
Really good in any kind of size games as your general.
Yeah, definitely. He's 5'5", strength 4, defense 6, but that's why you buy him the heavy armor and shield, so you become defense 7. Only 2 attacks, which is, a little bit sad. It'd be nice with 3 attacks, but, put him on the horse and you get the charge bonus when charging foot troops. 2 wounds would have been nice with 3, but okay. Courage 5, which is fair. 3 might, 2 will, and 2 fate.
Yeah.
Not too shabby a stat line.
Yeah, I think for that point cost.
Yeah.
Goblins.
Goblins, yes. He's 14 goblins, I think.
About 14 goblins. He's in that that kind of mid-ranged hero, high standard captain kind of point value, and I think for what you get, after upgrades and everything,
yeah,
I think it's a really well pointed.
Yeah.
I mean, because obviously normally when you're looking around that kind of point value, you're looking at maybe if it's a named character, 3 might, 1 will, 1 fate.
Yeah.
And this is 3/2/2.
Which is not too shabby, but he of course he's not your Knight of the Pelennor or Aragorn with 3 in all the right places.
Yeah, well, no, naturally.
But
again,
it's
also
also
he's like half the point value.
There we go. There is a reason to the madness.
There is indeed.
Yep. So there we go. Faramir, Captain of Thilian. And another Serpent Rider. One of them over there.
Plenty of those.
Yeah.
Maybe up here. Hey, you can do that one.
Should we do that one? So Rob mentioned these earlier. We actually talked about them. These are the guys of the Fountain Court. Minas Tirith. You do want those in the army, don't you?
I want those in my Minister of
Yeah, you do. You will want them. But however, you will also, as we mentioned earlier, you also want to put shields on them.
Yeah.
And they don't come with shields. So you're going to have to get those separately.
Yeah, you see a lot of people using spare Numenorian shields for that.
Yeah, they'll work.
But obviously, because you can pick up those warriors really cheap on eBay.
Yeah, well, certainly. So cut those off and put them on there.
Yeah.
And make sure they get to that defense 7.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
And they're really good. I mean, they are the elites of the army. I mean,
certainly.
Off the top of my head, what are they? I mean, they're Strength 4, Fight 4.
Yeah, sounds right.
Strength 3, I believe. I think they are still just human when it comes to that.
Maybe.
But yeah, like we said, the defense 7.
Yes.
Yeah, strength 3. So 1 attack, 1 wound, courage 3, and they have the bodyguard special rule, which is useful. Yeah,
because that means that once you start your game, you have to pick a hero of Gondor. It has to be from the same army list. But then they protect effectively that hero. So if that hero is still on the board, still alive, they automatically pass all courage tests that they would have to take. So pass all along with that model.
Yeah, very nice rule.
So put them in with your. You chuck him in with your Faramir, although he will be defense. He will be defense 7 as well. So then you have a strong wall there of defense. All defense 7. If you also remember to put shields on your Fountain Court guards, and that's pretty good. That's going to be tough to chuck down.
Tough to get through, definitely.
Yeah. And fairly pointed, I'd say. They're
definitely for what you're getting.
Yeah, I mean they're 2 goblins space. Throw in an extra shield for 1 point. You're going to do that.
Yeah, you would do that.
Yeah, bring their defense to 7 for an extra point. You do that.
That's a bargain.
So there we go.
Yeah,
Bargain
very nice.
Yep. So, what do we have here? Oh, it's the late Christopher Lee mounted, if you will.
Yeah. Superb model. Saruman.
All think, as they call it, but effectively just Saruman mounted. Still available.
Yep.
Beautiful sculpt, but it actually looks like Christopher Lee as well.
It really does. Again,
they nailed
capture of likenesses.
Nailed it. Beautiful model.
Yeah, and if you are a Isengard player, and want to field him, naturally you're going to want to buy him that horse.
You're going to put him on.
The tactical flexibility of those extra inches really makes a difference.
Definitely.
With wizards.
And horses tend to only be about 10 points extra.
Yeah, they're really cheap for what they do.
Extra attack. You're not going to put them in the close combat, but if you absolutely have to, it's nice to get that extra attack.
Yeah.
So 10 points in extra mobility. Not bad. We have a little bit extra stuff here. And it's your pick.
Okay.
So you can...
Who's this? Who is this?
Who is this? Who are they?
Of course, Bosun and Captain.
Exactly. The Pirates of Middle-earth, as I like to refer.
Yeah.
The mouse.
Okay, now I'm looking at it. And you can see the guy pointing his arm out there. That must be...
PJ.
Yeah, PJ. PJ's character.
Yeah, from his cameo in the 3rd film.
Yeah.
Is is basically that's that model.
And that is really cool. I think that they use that as inspiration for the sculpt.
So, without revealing too much of their points value, you can see in there. So, and that's PJ down there, supposedly. Yeah, nice sculpts, I think.
Yeah, superb.
And definitely nice for any Corsair army.
Yeah,
or force even.
Will you be using those in your Corsair-inspired army for your general?
Most certainly. I'll be chucking them in. They're very nice, and the both the Bosun and the captain can both come with a crossbow. However, the captain does not have a crossbow on his model. He comes with the two-handed weapon, two-handed axe, which is, you want to get either the two-handed or the crossbow. I'm not sure. But yeah, the Bosun is really nice. Yeah, I think
both come with throwing daggers as well, to use useful on the charge.
Exactly. Also, the Bosun, Peter Jackson, if you will, also has a special rule called Commanding Bellow.
Okay, what does that do?
All Corsairs and Corsair captains treat a Corsair Bosun as a banner.
Wow, that's useful.
He's a banner in his own right, and he's cheap. Then
he is cheap.
All of a sudden, he's cheap.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is only for Corsairs. It's not for the entire force if it's if there's an alliance or something.
He is cheap, but I see there's a flaw in his stat line.
He does not have any might, and he doesn't have any will. That's not good.
No,
that's definitely not good.
No, it's not. It's not.
But he is fight 4, strength 4, defense 4 with 2 attacks, 2 wounds, and 3 courage.
Yeah,
basic man.
Yeah,
it was a little bit strength, higher strength there, but
when you're looking at your heroes, something with 0 might,
he's not going to be your first choice, is he? I would put him in my Corsair list because it's fluffy.
Yeah, I think that's basically what you're putting him in there for.
It's fluffy, and he'd be nice to leave some Corsair Abalasters with his crossbow, so it'd look cool. Him and some 6 Abalasters, maybe more if possible. Would look cool.
Yeah.
See him there.
Yeah, but I'm looking here. It doesn't look like if you guys can have a pure Corsair army, they don't even have the options for a banner.
No.
So if you wanted a banner, that's where he is.
There you go.
So maybe that's what you're taking for.
That's actually a very nice observation. The Absolest is there with the crossbow. So the Bosun leading those, I think, would be look cool.
Mm.
But yeah, that's the Corsair banner apparently. That's a not strong observation. So there we go. Okay, so we're almost through all the blisters. However, we do have this one, and 3 more left for that matter. This is the Grey Company. The old Grey Company blister. Basically doing a day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, very nice models. Unique. It's not like they took these models and then transferred them over to the Dune Day. These are unique. But very nice models, and we'll definitely use them for my order list.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Sometime when I open this up and get them painted.
Yeah, very useful little characters to have on the board, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, because you can use them. They're independent heroes.
Yeah.
So you can just drop them in, use them as drops when deploying, so you can better respond to your opponent.
Yeah, and very cheaply pointed.
Most certainly.
You get what's that line? 1 might.
1 might, 1 will, 1 fate.
Yeah, so useful to have that.
Yeah, so just a drop, but they're cheap. However, I tend to field Rangers of the North instead, because they opt to take a horse, which gives you that extra mobility. And they also have a bow as well, so they can also move and shoot, which is very, very nice.
Very nice indeed.
So that's what So probably Rangers of the North over Great Company and Dunedain, but yeah, still nice.
So next
we have
Armoured Boromir, foot and mounted.
There we go.
And if any of you guys have seen some of our other videos, you might have seen my Boromir in the Battle of Osgiliath game.
Yeah, we tried out. Yeah.
So that was very fun. Lovely model.
Certainly.
That banner's very shiny there, but
I think he's in. Doesn't he come with the banner in the picture? No, he does not.
Doesn't, no.
He does not. Why would they? Why would they make it easy for us?
Of course.
There we go. Oh yeah, but not Boris. Strong profile.
Yeah. Really good profile, I think.
Yeah, well, certainly 3 in all the right places. He even has 6 in one particular place.
Which is superb.
Because what does he have 6 of, Rob?
He has 6 might.
6 might.
Very tasty.
Very, very tasty.
And there's always that kind of discussion whether who is better. Is it Aragon with his +1, or do you want that store of 6?
Yep.
Because depending on different situations, you're going to want one or the other.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people say Boromir.
Yeah.
Because it's there to be used when you need it.
Exactly. You have the extra in store, so if you at some point need an extra 2 might, the free one that everyone gets every turn is simply not going to cut it.
No.
Sometimes you do need 2 points of might to win that important combat, or to make sure that you complete your heroic move or heroic combat even.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, but he comes with the model comes with the Banner of Minas Tirith. Unfortunately, it only comes with 1 banner, so you're gonna have to opt to put it either on the mounted version or the foot version.
Yeah, and the foot model, he's not that rare. You can pick him up quite easily. The mounted version, however, it's a little bit more.
It's more risky,
but to my knowledge, it's the old blister with Boromir with the banner. That is that's the one you're going to struggle to find.
Yeah,
for a certain price,
definitely. But he does have the Banner of Minas Tirith, and what does that banner do?
Right. Well, the Banner of Minas Tirith. The Banner of Minas Tirith is a banner.
Surprise!
If Boromir carries the Banner of Minas Tirith, all warriors from Gondor's army within 3 inches receive a +1 bonus to their fight value. Boromir also receives this bonus, although other heroes do not. Unlike other banner bearers, such is Boromir's skill in battle, that he suffers no -1 penalty to his dice rolls when determining who wins the combat, although he gains no benefit from carrying a shield or a lance. If you wish to model Boromir with the shield, he will gain no benefit from it if he also carries the banner, so you need not to pay the points. Note that this banner is cumulative with other fight value bonuses.
So you get a +1 fight to all troops and Boromir himself, making him fight 7.
Which is enormous.
That's enormous.
That's essentially the fight value of a troll.
Yeah.
A mortal troll, at least, that is.
And that is effectively also the same upgrade with Rohan, with the Westfold Red Shields, except this one applies to all troops.
Yeah.
So that you can make all your troops fight 4. And even some troops, like the Ranger of Gondor, is already fight 4. You're making him fight 5. And Citadel Guard gets fight 5.
Well,
Guard of the Fountain Court gets fight 5.
And then all of a sudden, you've got loads of troop choices who are going to be competing with enemy heroes.
But they do have to be within 3 inches of Boromir.
Yeah.
So you're going to make sure that you field Boromir in the right combat with the right people, and all the other combats around him should also be planned well. Yeah. If you're going to use this banner.
And that's probably why you want to put him on a horse, so he's maybe got some more flexibility on the battlefield to go to where he needs to be.
Exactly. However, the banner is quite expensive.
It is expensive.
It's 10 goblins with stuff.
Yeah. Whether or not it's worth it, I don't know. I haven't actually tried the banner yet, so I don't really have an experience with it.
It's difficult to say.
It's difficult to say.
I think you would have to actually try it out to properly figure out if it's worth it.
I probably wouldn't try it in anything under a 500 point game. Maybe even then, maybe 600.
I think 600 is,
Yeah.
But yeah, so there we go. And then, of course, the profile, he also comes with
the Great Hall of Gondor.
The Great Hall of Gondor, which you are going to remember to use every single combat.
Yeah.
Which we have not. It's easy to forget sometimes. There we go.
Okay, next.
Was that your pick?
That was my pick.
Okay. Well, I'll take this one.
Yep.
Okay. So this is Galadriel and Celeborn with Mirror. the Fellowship of the Ring, is it? Two Towers version, yeah. You can still, there are many different poses of Celeborn. Well, not Celeborn, but Galadriel at least.
Yeah,
Celeborn, you have this one. Quite static, I'd say. Let's see if you can get in there. Quite static.
Yeah.
It's just standing there, not doing much.
No, but I actually kind of like that model. I actually prefer it to the armoured version.
The armoured version, which is still available on the GWH website. However, these ones are out of production, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I think so.
I think they've been for quite a while now.
Yeah. But quite nice models. Nice with the mirror as well. You deploy it. You can deploy it anywhere on the battlefield. However, once it has been deployed, it becomes an immovable object.
Yeah.
But what does the mirror do, Rob?
If I remember correctly, anyone within, it's either 3 or 6 inches, can't quite remember that. Any hero within that range can regain a point of might. Point of fate.
Yes. So you can, and that's every single turn that it can do this. However, it's only applicable to one hero at a time, per round, as it was. But that's very nice.
That is very, very nice, I think.
And the mirror is an upgrade to Galadriel and costs 25 points.
Yeah, which is a bargain.
It's a bargain
I think it's a superb price.
If you are able to control the battlefield, which you will have to do with the troops you bring.
Yeah.
But if you are able to control the battlefield, having this mirror can be an absolute game changer.
Yeah,
it's only 25 points.
Yeah, say Galadriel is your general.
Yeah.
She gets to re-roll her fate anyway because of her ring. And then having the option to take another fate back every turn.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
Pretty tough to kill, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, I have yet to try out fielding Galadriel, but you've had success with it.
Yeah, I've had a few successes with it, yeah.
And the mirror, even.
And the mirror,
Galadriel and mirroring combo, as it was.
Yeah.
But
yeah, very fun to play with that.
Definitely.
I do enjoy it.
So, do you want to take out the last blister, or do you want to try out something new? There's a lot to choose from, isn't there?
There's a lot to choose from, still.
Mind you, this was about half the box, I think. But we have a lot of large objects left, so it'll go quicker now.
Let's try one of these.
Try one of the smaller ones, small boxes.
Okay, well, this is a nice little box.
That's a nice box.
This is the Guardians of the Shire.
Guardians of the Shire. Very sought after box.
Yeah. Does it say what you're getting?
Well, you're getting Gildor.
Gildor, yeah. And 6
Dunedain.
Yeah, 6 Dunedain.
A
nice little box.
So you get box.
Picture art, so you can probably see the model's a lot better here.
Yeah.
With picture art, so yeah, they're very nice.
Quite sought after. I think it usually sells for about £50-60. Somewhere along there.
Yeah.
Probably sold for more on eBay, but I think you can pick it up for about £60. And Gildor has, I think it's very controversial how well he does in a game. He does an upgrade where his, it's called Noldorian Exiles, where the warriors can move faster. Basically, the same upgrade that Mahur can get. It can go a gift to scouts.
Yeah.
So, if we find Gildor, he should be in here somewhere. Am I looking at the wrong list?
Yeah, you are. It's in.
There he is. There he is. If your army includes Gildor and Glorian, you can upgrade any number of Wood Elf warriors to Noldorian Exiles at a cost of 1 point per model, and Noldorian Exiles have move 8, so they can move an extra 2 inches.
And that can make a difference.
That can make a difference.
Quite a big difference.
But you need to know how to use it. Because a lot of times, I think, once the game goes on, once you reach about round 4 or 5, you tend to have one big battles in somewhere on the battlefield.
Yeah.
And then it won't matter if you have the extra 2 inches usually, because it's all one big clump.
Yeah. Useful rule in a game like Reconnoiter.
Definitely, where you need to move around. As soon as you have objective markers, really.
Yeah.
It can be quite vital.
Yeah.
Also in domination.
Yeah.
It could definitely work out.
Game changer.
Yeah. So you get those extra 2 inches to get those objective markers in the last few rounds. So yeah, definitely. So Gildor and his Dunedain. Okay, well I'm going to take something much more generic. Okay. It's just a box set of Rights of Rohan. I have quite a few already unboxed and painted up.
Yeah, you do.
But I always bring them as Westfall Riches, and I think for larger point games, you can actually spam them, and that can be very, very effective.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, an extra 6, Westfall Riches for me, or Riders of Rohan as Games Workshop calls them. Nothing fancy.
Nope.
But yeah, still useful.
In the box.
In the box. Right. What are you grabbing?
Something random.
Something random.
Until it comes out. Oh, this is a very nice box.
It's a very nice box.
I think so. And it's the Breaking of the Fellowship box set. You can see here with the Fellowship in there.
Yeah.
Lots of very nice poses.
Yeah, most
certainly. Probably see them quite well on the back here.
Definitely my favourite Legolas pose.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people
foot version of these, yeah,
generally like the poses in these in this box.
Yeah, well, certainly.
I know. Yeah, definitely Legolas. Lots of people like that Legolas.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who like the Aragon.
Yeah, with his knife up in front of him and then his sword out to the side.
And I actually really like the Gimli model.
The Gimli model?
Yeah, where he's like going to throw his little throwing axe there.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all really nice models. Very nicely sculpted.
Well, certainly. Easier to come by.
Yeah.
Than many other box sets, I think. But definitely nice. Yeah, definitely my favourite foot Legolas. I think the mounted version is also nice. However, that's the... well, it's not exactly the mounted version, but the mounted equivalent even would be the old Legolas mounted. Not the new one from Battle of the Five Armies, but the old one where he's riding and shooting his bow.
Yeah.
That model is my favourite Legolas of all.
It's a nice model.
It's my favourite Legolas model of all. Which is why I haven't painted it up yet, because I'm afraid I'm going to screw it up. So there we go, breaking up the fellowship.
Yeah.
Alright, I will pick out the Blast Blister in the box. I think it is. Maybe. We'll see. And it is, it's Sam and Bill.
Oh, Bill the Pony.
Bill the Pony. Bill the Pony, about... What is he? Is he about 5 goblins, I think? But he counts as a banner to the Fellowship. However, you can only field him if you also have Sam. So not very versatile.
Is he a banner to the whole Fellowship, or is it just to the Hobbits?
That's a very good question. You might be right. It might be just the Hobbits.
I'll look that up.
You can look it up. You can definitely look it up.
So Luke.
But definitely nice sculpts. Quite unique. The only way you can get Sam in this pose is in this blister. He's holding out a carrot.
Awesome.
As he's trying to supposedly give Bill. Goes for about £30.
Yeah.
About £30. Just see them from time to time pop up on the trade page and also on the on eBay. So not extremely difficult to come by. You just have to wait for it, basically.
Well, here's the special rules. Well, he's fight 1. That's okay, because
he's a pony.
You're not going to be doing any fighting with him.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be. Strength 3, defense 4, 1 attack, 2 wounds, 2 courage, 0 might, 1 will, 1 fate.
But he's a hero then.
He's a hero.
Yeah.
Special rules. Official meals. Hobbits treat Bill as banner. So that could be any hobbit.
So any hobbit. So you can actually also chuck him in with a Shire list.
Yeah.
Do the lines that way.
And that's probably where he's best suited, without a doubt. Other special rules, we have second breakfast. Each turn, a single member of the Fellowship at the ends its move in base contact with Bill may attempt to regain a point of might, will, or fate. Roll a dice. On a roll of a 6, the point is restored.
Nice rule, but you know how often are you going to get those 6s?
Nah, 6 is a little high. If it was a 4,
then it would be worth it.
Yeah.
And to straighten that out, he is also 6 goblins.
Yeah.
Not 5, 6.
And the last rule, only a pony.
Yes.
Bill may never charge the enemy, and no other models may use his standfast rolls. He may, however, benefit from the standfast roll of any friendly hobbit.
There we go.
So he's there basically to buff and be buffed by hobbits, essentially. You're not really going for that second breakfast special rule.
No.
So
Certainly not.
no.
But which list is he in, Rob?
Which list is in? He is in the fellowship list.
So, can Sam from the Shire list field him? Take him with him? No.
He cannot.
So, if you want him, you cannot take Samwise the Brave from the Shire list. You have to use the Fellowship Sam.
Yeah, and naturally you can't take both.
So there we go. That is that's something to think about, I think.
Yeah, there's something because once again, if you have a pure Shireling list, again no banners.
No banners.
This is your banner, just like the Corsair.
Yeah, Corsair Bassoon.
Bassoon. You have to get this not very good character in order to have that banner.
And I think it could have been very nice if you could have all the 4 hobbits mounted, along with Banderbreast Bulroar, get him in on a horse, a whole lot of troops, and then build to top it all up as a banner.
Yeah.
That would be very cool, but apparently not.
No. And obviously, like you say, you need to have Samwise Gamgee in order to buy Build Pony.
There we go.
So that's another 6 goblins on top.
And then is he worth it?
And then is he worth it? No, I think I'd probably rather go for Samwise the Brave.
There we go. There we go.
That's just my personal opinion.
As everything we say is.
Yeah.
There we go. That was my pick, right? Yeah. Yep. So, you can reach in.
Oh, on subject.
On subject. Segue.
We have the Scouring of the Shire box set.
There we go. Speaking of hobbits mounted.
And there they are.
Right there. So, nice box set. Yeah, came for a Scouring of the Shire book.
Yep.
Which I have not brought into the living room.
Oh,
it's somewhere else. But yeah, came for that set. Unfortunately, it was never filmed for Lord of the Rings movie. I think it would have been really, really cool to see Scouring of the Shire in Return of the King.
Yeah, I think so.
But no. Which is, of course, when the hobbits return after the long journey, after destroying the ring.
Yeah.
And seeing that Shaki, also known as Saruman, is trying to take over the Shire along with Worm, before known as Grima.
Yeah.
A nice box set.
Yeah, very cool.
You get the 4 hobbits, you get Shaki, you get Worm, 6 models.
And these are the only. This was the only box set we could get the 4 hobbits on.
Yeah,
Penny, right?
Exactly. Yeah, Shaki came in a blister along with Battle Games of Middle-earth.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Worm did. Don't remember. But yeah, no, the mounted hobbits you can only get in this box set.
Yeah, so I can imagine they're pretty well sought after.
Relatively sought after, yeah. Goes for about £10 each.
Which is not bad, actually.
It's not bad.
Not as bad as I thought.
No. But yeah, so you could probably, like, the box set you're holding is probably about, I think you can get for about £70. But you can pick up the models a lot cheaper.
Yeah, you're paying for the fact that it's the original box.
So
essentially.
Yeah, you're much better off trying to get the hobbits on their own and Sharky and Worm.
Yeah.
So about £40 for the hobbits. Sharky you can probably get for about £5. That's 45.
Yeah. No
idea what Worm costs.
No,
but
I've never actually seen.
No, but I guarantee you he will not cost £25.
No.
So there we go. You're better off at picking them out individually than going for the actual box set. Much more value for money.
Yeah.
There we go. So, what else do we have? What's this? It is the Rohan Commanders, but not the new version. It's the metal version, not the fine cast. So
quite well sought after.
Yeah, the metal version. Yeah.
It's just a shame that it doesn't have the what is it called? The King's Huntsman, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't come with it. Yeah, they added that for the fine cast version.
Yeah.
However, the King's Huntsman is not really a profile that I'm keen on using in a list. So I'm not too sad about that. But I'm chuffed that I got this one in metal because I am, as you know, people close to me know that I prefer metal.
Yeah,
over fine cast.
I feel the same way, especially with the Lord of the Rings miniatures.
Yeah. And it's nice with the some nice models. It's definitely my favourite Rohan Captain pose. Possibly aside for the rare captain that's holding up the axe.
Oh yeah, the one that was in the old big box set.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Aside for that one, this is definitely my favourite captain, where he's basically strangling the orc. You get a home blower and you get the stand-up belly bar.
Yep. So you get everything you basically need
There we go.
in that little box. Very, very good box.
Very good box. Very, very useful.
Yeah.
There we go.
And when I first started playing, me and you went to a store.
Yeah, we
and I
did.
was able to find the Mordor equivalent.
Yeah, exactly.
So I picked that up. Very happy with that it was metal.
Yeah.
But of course, I was a little disappointed because you don't get the drummer in that.
No drummer.
In the Morannon.
Oh.
In the Morannon box where you get it in the Finecast, I think.
So, okay. So that's their edition then.
Yeah,
When
well,
King's
I'm not
Huntsman.
sure because he came out in metal. You can get the drummer in metal.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's interesting.
yeah,
So
I'm not sure when they introduced that model.
if you know, let us know in the comment section below. There we go. So, what do we have left? We'll still have a bit to go.
Yeah, we've still got a bit.
Still have a bit to go.
Oh, what's this? Oh, this is a heavy one.
That's a heavy one. That's a very heavy one.
Very noisy one too.
Very indeed.
This is a dragon.
A Draken for my Moria list.
Dragon for his list, and this is the metal one.
Metal one, which is, you know, I'm quite happy with, but I also kind of regret, as it's going to be very, very difficult to put together.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those models that you're going to want to have to pin.
And yeah, I don't have a drill. I will have to get one.
And I can imagine as well, because I've had some metal dragons and stuff from fantasy. Like I had the the Orcs and Goblins Wyvern in metal.
Yeah.
And the joints were not that great with those sculpts, and I can imagine this will be exactly the same. So you're gonna have to do quite a bit of green stuffing on top of that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a little tough to put together.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to these kind of size monsters, this is my one exception where I would want resin or plastic,
possibly,
if it was available.
But still available in resin, certainly on the website. However, naturally, the metal version is no longer in production, and which has made the metal version quite sought after as well.
Yeah,
because some people do prefer metal over fine cast.
But when it's a model that big, my preference is lighter the better.
Yeah,
because I do not want to drop him
and
destroy it forever and ever.
Exactly. But yeah, metal dragon, cool profile, cool
super
model,
cool,
cool profile, cool model. Yeah, and not sure if it's very competitive, but.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it in any competitive lists.
But definitely something I'm keen on trying out sometime. So let's go with this one.
Okay, what you got that?
Well, this is a box set of Ruins of Osgiliath. They've gone out of production.
Yeah, and
so sad.
Not that long ago, a couple of months or so, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's been I don't know, 5 months, maybe 4 months. It went out of production, and then all of a sudden, it was back on the website for a very, very short amount of time.
Yeah, I think they sold out again within like an hour.
Yeah, it was very quick. I think they just realized they had a couple left, put up on the website, and then they went
super fast.
As quick as hot pie. It was crazy. But really nice. Still in shrink wrap. But I am definitely opening this up and picking it up, so we can use it for our battle reports sometime. So yeah, just some terrain basically. But really nice, nice.
Nice little terrain piece.
So,
what's this? Can't even see what it is. It is, okay. Here we have a ring wraith of Hell Beast.
We do.
And this is the original one. This is the old metal version.
Yes, from the Two Towers.
But you can see that it is posed differently to the new plastic variant, where you get the options.
Yeah.
For the Witch King.
Yeah, and you can also make it an armored felt beast or however you choose. Where this one is just a generic felt beast. No options. It's just metal. Everything is metal actually, aside for the wings, which are plastic.
Yeah.
For good reason's sake. But yeah, so now it's all metal. I think it's open. You can open it up.
It is open.
You can open it up. Let's have a look at it.
I'm not good at opening boxes today.
There you go.
So, there it is.
Yeah.
So what do we have in here then? So here we have the 2 wings.
2 wings, plastic.
Plastic, of course.
Very
Standard GW
Standard
ideas.
yeah.
Having plastic wings on monsters.
Here we have the actual body of the fell beast. So it's basically standing on that little ruin there, and then you add on the tail, which will follow along here and kind of go up in a curl. So yeah.
Yeah, and I see you've actually started building this one because the legs have been attached, right?
Yes, I bought it as it was in the box. But yeah, it's been put together. The legs have been attached, and a little bit of green stuffing has been added, I think, here and there. And then I suppose the guy just gave up on it.
Yeah, which isn't a good sign.
That's very good. But yeah.
So what else we got in here then? So here we got a. This is the little ring wraith guy.
Yeah, little ring wraith.
Very nice little model.
Yeah, just supposed to be added onto the neck of the fell beast, which is here. You can see at the end there's a little saddle where the ring wraith is supposed to sit. In the box set, however, we have something extra, don't we? We do have a that I got for free as well. A Camul mounted. I think it's supposed to be. With some green stuffed cloak as well. Very nice.
Yeah.
And another ring wraith mounted. However, the sword is broken off.
Yeah.
A sword this side, but
easy repair job. There.
Easy job. So there we go.
Yeah, so that is the
ring wraith on fell beast and the 2 towers there are.
I'll put that away when you get another one.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. So wow, yeah, as we mentioned when we first started out, the reason why we're doing this is because I recently moved. So this is going to be a little bit of an unboxing for me as well, because I don't remember what I packaged in these.
That's when you know you have too much stuff. Forget what's in what box.
But however, we're going to see what's in this one. There we go. So what did I pack in this one? Okay, so not exactly an unboxing per se, because these things are not new, but still nice.
Very nice models.
Very nice models. I'm happy to see that they did not break during my move. They have fallen apart a little bit, but nothing seems to be broken. However, this is a Warp Marauder, which has just been put together, and it's a Warp Marauder there. It's just been put together. Still need to paint it up and everything, but it seems to have survived the move
pretty well.
Pretty well, which I'm very happy with.
Yeah.
Because this one is very sought after.
Yeah, it is.
It's very expensive.
They never had a metal version, did they?
No. No, they just made a fine cost. It went out of production, and there we go. It very sought after. But people are just doing some conversions, which are quite nice. I do have a converted version as well, and they're quite nice. They look nice.
Mm. And rules wise,
absolute
superb.
Filth, basically,
Real
isn't it? Filth.
Best cavalry in the game, I would say.
Yeah, I think that's what SPG nominated as well.
Oh, isn't it?
I think, yeah, SPG. GBHL, Damien and Tom made the SPG magazine. And Tom wrote an article about best cavalry. Was it a combination with GBHL James? I forget. But yeah, I think they said that the Warp Marauder is the best cavalry in the game, because you do get the charging bonus because it is cavalry. However, 2 of the orcs also have bows, so they also get to move and shoot. However, they can still fire their bows while in combat.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So there we go. And they can of course use their work strength, which is 4. So it's a strength 4 attack. It has 3 wounds if I remember correctly. 4 wounds maybe even. It's definitely a strong profile.
So how fantastic is that? You charge in to your enemy ranks. In the shoot phase, your bowmen hopefully take out the supports, and then that's one dead soldier in the next turn.
There we go. It should be very doable. And lastly in here we also have Grublock.
Who also survived It seems.
It seems, yeah, he's fine. Very chuffed with that. Also well protected, I think, in the box. But you know, you're never sure when you have to move your minis in boxes, inside boxes,
it's
and
nice.
Get tossed around and whatnot. But it seems to have survived, all in one piece. Yeah, what can we say about the sculpt? Quite nice.
Yeah, it's very dynamic.
Very dynamic. He's climbing on top of that pillar.
There's always that massive discussion though about his height.
Yeah.
And where you measure it from regarding line of sight and stuff. So I guess depending on who you play, you'll meet different opinions with that.
Certainly. Because the question is the pillar part of the model? So if somebody for some reason can only see the pillar, can they still shoot or not? And the same thing if they can only see him, and so on and so forth. Also the height, obviously, is a topic of discussion on its own.
But a very cool model, all in all.
And killer profile. I think it's one of the models you absolutely have to have in your warrior list. But very sought after, because he's also high production.
Yeah, of course. As are so many.
As so many are. Yep. So, do you want to dive into the box and pick out one of the remains?
Yeah.
Well, you can get that one out of the way right there. Because we've already talked about it, haven't we? Mm-hmm. So,
actually, stop it here. Please, not very cool.
Fair enough. We'll come back after Rob has taken his phone. And we're back! So Rob, you were about to pick something.
I was. So what is it going to be? It's going to be... Oh, I think we've spoken about this.
We've talked about that quite a bit.
Again, it is another Ringwraith on Felbeast.
Yes.
So you don't need to see that. This one is, however, in shrink wrap.
Shrink wrap, yep, back from 2002.
Yep.
When I first got it, you can even see it has a return sticker. Oh, actually, it's a little bit later, but it's saying that I cannot return it after 19th of April 2004.
Yeah, so missed that.
So missed that one.
Oh well, I guess you'll have to keep it.
Tough stuff.
Okay, so.
But you should pick out a new one, I think.
Okie dokie.
So,
yeah. So this.
That one, yeah.
Okay, well, this is not a Lord of the Rings mini, but it is in fact a Hobbit mini.
It's a Hobbit.
And it is a box of Great Eagles.
It's a box of Great Eagles. However, it is opened.
It is opened.
It's opened because I've already taken out one and put that one together. But there should be one left.
And you're right. There is one left. So here we go. You can see the sprue here. So we have the two wings, and this is the eagle body, and they come in two separate pieces. Here's the other one, just down there. Then you got the back, two little feet, tail feathers. So yeah, quite a few pieces on that sprue.
Yeah, well, of course, comes on a flying base.
Yeah.
Comes on a flying base.
As you'd
like
expect.
These. So a clear one, to those who haven't seen this before. And you just put a little stick in the center, somewhat like so, in which the eagle will fit. It'll just go on there. Mm-hmm. And you can either... A lot of people tend to magnetize it.
Yeah.
For storage keeping, but mainly for transportation. Makes it a lot easier to transport.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there we go. A great eagle. Profile-wise, what do you think?
That's a good question. Let's have a look. So I don't know it that well. Obviously, I don't really use eagles. It's pretty rare you come up against them, so I'm not overly familiar with them.
I mean, they do have they're monsters, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're monsters, so they do get them hurls and barge and rend and
they cause terror.
They cost terror. That's nice.
And they can fly, which you can expect. So great eagles can fly over the top of any model or terrain without penalty. That's quite useful.
And fly is of course also automatically 12 inches.
Yep.
So yep.
Fight 7.
Not bad.
Shoot value of 4+.
But they will never need that.
Nope. Strength 6, defense 8, attacks 2, wounds 3, courage 5.
But only 2 attacks.
80 attacks.
Which isn't great.
It's It's not great, really.
Because if you compare it to an ant, which is right on the other page, an ant has 3 attacks. An ant has 3 attacks, same fight, higher strength, same defense, same amount of wounds, and a higher courage. And they're only 30 points more expensive. So, I'm not sure if... I think Great Eagle should have an extra attack, and then it would be fine.
Yeah, just to kind of put it on par with a Mordor troll.
Yeah,
I think, because they're more or less the same points value.
And they could then go toe to toe.
They could go toe to toe. But I mean, obviously, being able to fly, I guess,
is a strong advantage.
Would give it the edge.
Yeah, 12 inches is a lot. However, I've always thought that 12 inches for flying is not enough compared to, for example, a pureblood steed, which can also move 12 inches.
Yeah.
In that sense, a horse can ride as fast as an eagle can fly.
Yeah.
I don't think that adds up.
I think it should have been maybe 12 inches, 15 inches.
That would make sense.
Because I think anything more than that would have been too much.
Most definitely, but the fact that a horse, not all horses mind you, but a horse can move 12 inches.
Yeah.
And then a giant great eagle, if you will, can move only 12 inches as well is, a bit on the low side. Like, you have the pureblood steeds from Sons of Earl. You have Shadowfax. He can also move 12. Do you have any other horses that can move 12? I'm not sure. But anyway,
Not sure.
12 inches. I think they should be able to fly longer.
Yeah, I agree. But then, of course, that will also affect fell beasts.
Good point. Valid point, yeah.
And then they get even more cheesy.
There we go.
Win some, lose some, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next?
So what is next? Well, I think I'm going to go and take this one.
Okie dokie.
It is Ambush at Amon Hen. So what do you get in this box?
What do you get in this box?
What do you get? You get the 3 hunters as they come and try to save Boromir.
Yeah, but different models from the blister pack of the 3 hunters, isn't it?
Certainly, because this is when the box set that had Boromir as he was dying. Let's see, he's here.
No, look, we even have the little booklet in here.
Oh.
If anyone remembers those.
Oh, wow.
Back in the old day.
There we go. I just chucked that at the side, did I? I was too excited for the models.
This is more precious.
And, that's actually very nice.
Very cool, yeah.
But Boromir, as he was dying, and it comes with some arrows as well that you can stick in him. But yeah, some new models, but still the 3 hunters. So you get Aragorn. You would have to glue an arm on him, which is in the box somewhere. But he's running. And has his sword up in his right hand. And you have Leggy.
Yeah, this is the Legolas. One of the most favourites, I think, of collectors. I think everybody really likes this pose.
That one, and then the one where he has his foot up on the rock.
Yeah.
From the Heroes of Helm's Deep, I think it's called.
Yeah.
They're probably the favourites. Along with, naturally, as we spoke about earlier, Breaking of the Fellowship 1, where he has his daggers out.
Yeah, I think Legolas did pretty well with his models.
I think, he's been served well. And then also Gimli, having his axe up there. Also a very nice pose. And also very interestingly, which I think is going to be very difficult to see, so we're going to take this one instead, is up here, you can see 2 Uruk-hai running with Merry and Pippin.
Very cool.
Very fluffy. There we go.
Yeah. And naturally as well, you get some
Uruk Scouts.
It's Uruk Scouts and Lurts.
And Lurts.
And a model that people love of Lurts. It's not the super rare one.
No.
Because I didn't notice this at first, that there are actually 2 separate models of Lurts using his bow.
Yeah.
And one of them was just came in a blister pack.
Exactly.
Very like that. And then it got discontinued not much long after. but I'm sure a lot of you recognise it. It's that one there.
So this is the so yeah, there are 3 deluxe posters, and this is probably the second rarest or second most common, if you will.
Yeah.
Where he has his bow down, like so. Whereas the most rare one is lifted up more.
Yeah. Like ready to shoot.
Ready to shoot, I suppose. Yeah. But otherwise, quite similar in style. So having this one, I'm not keen on getting the other one really.
Oh no, I don't think you need to really. Price-wise, getting this Lurtz by himself, still a little pricey.
Yeah, I think he goes for about. Does he go for £10? I think.
Oh, wasn't it more than that? I thought it was
Maybe.
close to 20.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe. I got this box set from a local store in Copenhagen who hadn't left. Yeah, he was. He had. I think somebody had pulled it and at some point, and then decided to sell it off to him. He was selling it cheap in his store, so that was very nice.
Oh, what a great find!
Yep. So there we go. Ambush it in my hand. Which leaves a couple of things left for you.
What was in this?
That's a bits box of different mortal orcs and miniature
That's true,
soldiers.
so we're not going to do that.
That's a little bit generic. We'll do something more interesting.
Yes, I suppose.
Yeah, we could do that.
Do this.
Yeah.
More scenery.
More scenery.
And obviously, this isn't a Lord of the Rings / Hobbit only piece of scenery. It is some plastic Warhammer trees.
Yeah. Which is quite useful, I think. You get 3 trees. You can put them on a base. And for when we play, we always count the base as being difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So you get the trees come in parts. It's partly assembled so far.
And then you get the base of the tree.
Yeah. So you glue those together to make a tree, which will eventually then fit on a base. There we go. Which as I said, we count as difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So it's a nice combination. A little bit of terrain, a little bit difficult terrain. Yeah, I think it's very nice actually.
Yeah, obviously, it's still available, isn't it?
It's still available. It most certainly is still available.
And for a fair price, I'd say, for a bunch of trees.
Yeah. Now, do you like these newer trees, plastic trees, over the older Citadel trees?
Well, that's a difficult thing to say. I think I like these new ones, but only if I was to use them without the foliage.
Okay.
I like them as they are, like this, like dead trees. If I actually had some of these, I don't own any of these, but I would be almost tempted to paint one up as the White Tree of Gondor.
That's a good shout.
That might be a fun little thing to do.
Yeah, most certainly.
For a scenery piece.
Get it done. Let us see it. There we go. There we go. So some trees. Okay. Well, I should do this one.
Okie dokie.
So this one, again, not a packaging done by Games Workshop. But in here, look at that. That's actually the conversion I was talking about earlier, which I don't think you've seen in person before.
I haven't seen it in person, no.
But I did post it on our group. I think I even chucked it on GBHL as well.
Yeah, I think so.
But it is a Walkman roller conversion. Unfortunately, I cannot claim, should we say,
ownership for design.
Yeah, because I just bought it exactly as it is. But it is, I think, beautiful.
It's super
conversion.
Then again, a bit like the Goblin King.
Yeah, because the problem
the
problem with this one is really its height, isn't it?
Yeah, but again, it's there to look nice, as a lot of basing techniques with rocks are. So you just have to be nice about it and use your brain and say, right, well, obviously he's down here, he's not actually up there. But
I think it's nice.
It is a nice little thing. And little flowers.
The little flowers is nice.
Nice touch. I love those little flowers for basing.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful paint job too. I think that whoever made it, obviously bought it through a company on eBay. So I don't know actually who made it, but I think it's a very nice job.
Yeah.
Nice conversion, and definitely a nice paint job to finish it off. So there we go.
Right.
So there's two things left, but do you want to take that one first, and then we can do the last one together?
Okay. Once again, not Lord of the Rings or Hobbit or even Games Workshop.
Not even.
So you might have to talk a little bit about this.
Yeah. Well, this is highly inspired by GBHL Damien, who has created a beautiful, almost village of foreground houses. And in one of his videos, he mentioned this particular house. I think he even has it. I think he owns it. Has it put together and everything. But foreground create various different scenery. Anything from tufts of grass to anything flowers. I think they do as well. But they also do houses in different sizes for different scaling. And they do some 15 millimeters. But they also do these, which fits quite nicely with Games Workshop, Lord of the Rings and Hobbit scale.
Mm-hmm.
So this is from a range called Mordenberg. And this is the Mordenberg Backstreet Hovel number 2. If anybody wants to go look that up.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so there are different houses of this sort of style, as it was.
Now, it looks like you can follow them on Facebook or Twitter if you want to look at any of their
Yeah, you can find them.
Other models that they have.
I think it looks very much like a house that could be placed inside of Bree.
Yeah, I can see that definitely.
Yeah. However, they are relatively costly. I think they're relatively expensive. So I only own one at the moment. However, I do intend on getting more. It would be nice to have a few for when we play. I think,
especially with the next model.
With the next model, I definitely think. Should we get to it? Let's do it. So, the very, very last model that we will show you is... You guys can guess and write in the comments below, but do it now because, whatever. It is... a Smaug. It is Smaug.
Ooh, that's a big box.
That's a big box. When did I get this? Spring?
If I remember correctly, you missed out on the first two.
The first one or first two, yeah. Shipments or waves or whatever
you want to call it. So I'm pretty sure it was,
It's been in the spring sometime.
Sometime in the spring.
It's been in probably... I actually still have the receipt somewhere, but I think it's been about March or something. And it was a big purchase for me, wasn't it?
It was a big purchase.
I was mainly still a student at the time, and worked part-time. And then chucking 3,000 kroner, or 295 pounds as it is.
Yeah.
After, one thing is doing it just after the hobby, but doing it after just on one model.
Yeah, I mean that you could get yourself a pretty sizable army. Or several in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
At least.
But he is an army in his own right, isn't he?
He is. He is.
He can take on. He's a lot of points.
Yeah, I don't even know.
How many goblins is he? I don't want to do that in my head. He is 140 goblins. But he could also take on an army that is worth 140 goblins.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, but got him, picked him up at the local Games Workshop here in Copenhagen. And went and picked him up, and the following weekend, you came over to my place, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And we took the seal off, and looked at the sculpt, make sure everything looked nice, which it did. And then we gently put it back into its box.
And there it stayed.
And it has not been opened since, because I am absolutely frightened to get started on him. because I spent a lot of money on this, which means I want the paint job to be absolutely perfect.
Yeah, and I think that's easily understandable.
So as you can see, once you open it up, we've already, you get this little nice quote from the movie, and you can read it out loud to yourself because I don't remember it. So I can't read it out loud right now.
Too much pressure.
Too much pressure. But yeah, that's the quote. So that's on the, right after you open the box, that's what you see. And then there's a lot of safe.
Yeah, lots of fun bubble wrap.
Yeah,
for kids.
Exactly. And then everything is, I'm not sure it's exactly packed the way it was when we first opened it up. But just to look at the scale, you know what? You want to gently take that one out, because then we can try to compare it to a mumuk.
Oh, now that would be interesting.
Now, Rob has taken out the wing.
And pretty big it is, that.
It's insanely big.
Now these were all hand casted, weren't they?
That's what I've been told, yes. Everything is hand casted.
And as you can imagine, the price, there is absolutely no blemishes, no imperfections, and the detail are, it's tiny detail, but it is there. So, and I will bring it to the camera in a minute, don't you worry.
So, this is one wing, naturally he has two, and this is the body of a mumuk, just to compare it. So I can basically fit, aside from the legs naturally, the body of the entire mumuk can fit inside the wing. It's absolutely enormous.
It is insane.
It's absolutely enormous.
There's a little zoom in here, also I don't know how good the camera is going to pick up any detail. But there are like hundreds of tiny scales.
It's insane.
Going across his arm.
Wonder if the base will fit with the wing. Almost.
Yeah,
Almost fit. So, yeah, we can try to do it again.
See, the base actually fits inside the wing, and
Pretty
he
much.
even holds it with the.
Pretty much. Wing. This is absolutely insane. It's enormous. Yeah, and it's been in the box, as we said, ever since I bought it. However, we will see. Hopefully, I'll get courage enough to start assembling at least Smaug in the not so distant future. But it is quite a big project. I have a lot of other projects already going on. So doing another big project. It's probably not the right time for it, but we'll see when I get to it. But yeah, Smaug. Best model in the game.
I think it's down to debate. I mean, I think it's done really well. But I don't know if I'm the only person in the world who will say this, but I don't think it is my favourite model.
Blasphemy.
I have to be honest.
Blasphemy.
It's very nice and well done. But not my favourite.
No, fair enough. But yeah, no, it's definitely beautifully done. I can actually honestly say, I mean, I haven't even assembled it yet, but I am 99% sure that I will think it is worth the money. It's a beautiful sculpt. It's one of, I mean, I remember last year before they had even announced they were going to make it, we talked and talked for long times about whether or not they were going to make a Smaug.
Oh, yeah. Many hours we spent discussing that. And the kind of rules you have.
Rules that just as much how much would the model actually cost.
Yeah.
And
I think we were really wrong.
We were really wrong. We thought it was going to be a lot cheaper, didn't we?
A lot cheaper.
We thought, I think I set the high bar, and I said it was going to be about half the actual cost of Smaug.
Yeah. I was expecting about maybe, if I remember correctly, maybe £120.
Yeah, and I think I said 150.
Yeah, something around there.
And it turned out to be pretty much doubled.
Yeah. And even then, I probably would struggle to pay for it.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of cash to throw into one model.
It's a big investment.
Yeah. But that, I see everything as an investment. It's an investment in entertainment. I could, spend that money on a lot of other things, but it's something that I can assemble. I can spend a lot of time on. I can relax with it, And once it's all done, I can actually use it too.
Yeah.
Aside from it just being an awesome display piece, I can actually use it at home on the battlefield. I doubt I'll ever bring it out to play with.
Oh no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
I would be too scared of it breaking or something happening to it. But no, I could definitely, definitely play with it at home. Something.
Yeah. Maybe a battle report in the near future. Well,
Well,
maybe not near future, but a coming future, perhaps.
Whenever I'm done with it, I promise we will bring a battle report with him. But no promises on when that will be. So there we go.
We also don't have any. Just collect Lake Town or Dale.
No Lake Town, no Dale.
So we might have to bring in a guest appearance for that.
Guest appearance, we can do that though. Nice guy, Mark.
Yes,
Nice guy, Mark. Met him on Friday before for a practice game. Before he went off to redestination of Stockport.
Yeah.
So hope that him and his buddy Morton will be representing Denmark in kindly fashion, and then hopefully they're doing well over there in Stockport. But yeah, I'm sure we'll hear about that very, very soon.
Yeah.
So this is all we have for you in this video. It's also over 2 hours long, I think. So I think it's good content. We hope that
plenty of models
to talk about. But we hope that you've found it entertaining and that you've gotten some painting done, assembling terrain or whatever your hobby project is at the moment. But I think this is it for this video. So thank you for watching, and we shall see you all soon, or even you shall see us very soon in a new video.